We're playing Doki Doki! But first, a word from... One second. From Frost.
I say Colorado.
Yes. We play some funny vines. Because that is a vine. In case you are oblivious. But, we're playing Doki Doki.
Anime.
Keep in mind, we have seen the playthroughs for this. And let's start. Hey! Frost, you're gonna be... What characters do you want to be?
I don't want to read.
Too bad, you're reading.
No,
You're going to be Natsuki and Monica, okay? I'll be Yuri, my character, and Sayori. Unless you want to be a Sayori as well.
Sayori and Monica. No, Natsuki.
Okay, fine, I'll be Natsuki as well. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Just like you, Frost. Put that away.
I'm gonna play it.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
I overslept again.
Remember, you have to be loud.
But I caught you this time.
What? Wolfie-chan?
It's old.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Oh yeah, that's right. I tried to play with my friend and that's what we named ourselves.
It
Sorry.
was a random name by me, Frost.
Yep, uh-huh.
That's mean, Wolfie-chan.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all.
Louder.
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
1 second, I need to see. Repeat the sentence. Okay, I can hear you. Okay. Whatever you say, Sayori. You have to be louder for that.
Is that loud enough for you?
Yeah, you just have to be loud so the mic will pick you up because it's a headphone mic. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
Will they hear if I play this meme? By the way, Wolfie-chan. Have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. No.
Yes.
I haven't been looking either. Frost, you have some lines to say.
That's not true. You told me you would join our club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. I'll kick you out.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh yeah, that anime cut me a piece. Anyway.
Shut up, don't make fun of me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Maybe I should full screen this. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and is over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Siri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Oh, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. 1 second. I can't concentrate with this. Well, I don't think they can hear us if they hear that. It's just to make sure. Sorry, guys. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
Wow. Remember to have different voices for the two you're playing. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a
It's gonna
cupcake.
be really hard though.
Too bad. Use different voices for them. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member.
Wasn't this in there too? Wasn't this stuff in there too, Kira?
Okay, sorry, I was helping with something. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Wolfie-chan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
The voice is weird.
Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. I used a different voice, it was deeper. It's great to see you again, Wolfie-chan.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come, sit down, Wolfie-chan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey! I made them! I'll get them!
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As they already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Whoosh! Wait. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Oh, snap.
Made them for you or anything?
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I don't know.
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. I go there. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically
I hate using two
agrees.
voices. It's weird.
Too bad.
I use
So-
a better voice for Monica than Sayori. Sayori's voice just makes me feel weird.
Okay, such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three.
Not really.
Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Wolfie-chan, what kind of things do you like to read?
Books.
Well, considering how little I've read
What?
these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering
That
that.
sucks.
Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
You've read more than that.
Not
Erica.
much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy
Me,
worlds.
right there. That's me.
No,
Yes, it is. The book series I'm reading is all about that.
mine too.
Uh-huh.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. That's mine, man.
Mine too.
Rick Riordan's books. Yep.
City of Ashes.
Yuri
City of
goes
Bones.
on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
Eh.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Mine have blood in it.
I read a horror book once.
It was good.
I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well
Grim Tales. Come
be
on.
having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down.
I know, right?
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
It's too scary.
it's too scary. You gotta help me.
No, wait. Cue freaking meme.
Yep. Hurry. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. You better hurry.
Or no.
Never mind.
Or
Better play it. It's your line, man. It's Monica. Monica! Monica!
That's
Monica!
right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
But what?
that idea.
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give them back.
Fine, fine.
Look at her face.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. But Frost wouldn't be able to understand that now, would she?
I do.
No, you don't.
That's why I'm laughing. Because I can't write a darn poem for nothing.
Exactly. Come on.
Except I can write essays, though. They're good. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
Not Yuri. Wow.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it!
You don't have to be that loud.
Sorry. She was yelling. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll all help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Wolfie-chan?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, look at their faces. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stand back at me with dejected eyes.
Especially Natsuki.
Yeah, look at her face.
No, Monica right now. Look at her. But
I'm sorry. I thought...
Wolfie-chan.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. When the girls' eyes light up.
Natsuki looks surprised. Yes! I'm so happy!
Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super mad.
Then what makes it official? Wait, then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. I probably won't. Write a poem to bring into the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Wolfie-chan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills?
You can do
I
better
already
than
failed
that,
the
Eric.
anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Wolfie-chan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh yeah, poem time!
Poem, my boys.
It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen
Make
with
one for
whoever
Yuri.
likes your poem the most. Oh, look how cute they are in the bottom.
Vitality. Use it.
1 second, 1 second.
Vitality.
Shush. I need to save. Done. No.
Vitality.
Vitality? Okay. Grief. Oh, why'd you jump up for that one?
You don't know much about her, do you?
Okay. Contamination. Depression. No!
She likes it.
Philosophy. Sucks, totally.
No, that would attract Natsuki.
Secretive? Good, okay.
Incapable.
Determination.
Who is determination?
I have to choose it. Oh, you're actually like determination.
Disarray. Entropy.
I'm gonna go with graveyard.
Unstable.
Oh wait, I know what that means. Natsuki would jump for that one.
Judgment?
Justin? Yes. Okay, oh, no!
No!
So far, it's only these two.
Ambient.
Ambient? Where? Leave me alone.
Ooh, heaven sent. That sounds like a cool word.
That sounds like Natsuki or Sayori, so I'm gonna put no. No!
Hopeless. Oh, those depressing sounded words are hers. Unrestrained.
I just cook flour.
Unending. Doki, no, that's Natsuki.
Oh, dang it.
I think then I remembered it was Natsuki. Hi again, Whoopi-chan. Sorry. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Whoopi-chan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for
Darn
you.
it, Yandere Co-op. Stop getting in my head.
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sorry you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
Natsuki.
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Whoopi-chan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking me. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh, you sound like Undyne and Sans mixed together. Messy room, house on fire.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Whoopi-chan can become good friends too.
Say Sayori.
Hmm?
As usually, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri can even brought you something today, you know.
Wait, Sayori?
Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
That'd be me to my friends, literally.
What
That's
is-
how it's my
What,
character.
you'd go like, "You'll be shy!"
Yeah, that's why I told that to freaking Ashwin one time. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. He reaches in her bag and pulls out a book.
Will you read that book, Erica?
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this.
But we read a lot.
I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you could read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club,
Save it.
but that doesn't seem to be the case. Siri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner.
Yeah.
Yuri's face is
sure.
already buried in a book.
Rain clouds.
I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet.
No, don't go over there.
I'm really curious to talk to
Yes.
Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think... That's not a bad word I meant. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this. So. That's the book you gave me, right?
Read it.
Uh-huh.
Read it. Read it.
Mhm.
Read it.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go.
Will it go?
Quiet. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
Read with her.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well,
My type of book.
okay. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov.
I want to see if that's a real book. I'm searching it up.
There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
See
It's
if a real
called Portrait.
book. I know what it is.
You know what? I'm searching this up as well. Where's my phone?
Yahoo! Darn it, Yahoo!
I can't find it.
For what the?
Where'd I put it?
What?
My phone.
Right here.
Thank you.
Portrait of
I bet I can beat you.
Markov. It literally popped up. Aha!
Is it a book?
I can't tell. Because it instantly showed Yuri pictures. Along with this.
Yeah, that's what it says. Look.
Dan Salvato.
Yeah, it says, look,
picture.
In case you don't know what it's looked like, you'll see it in a minute. See if it because I'm not going to add it to it. Okay. But it matches the description, an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
There's a person called Markov.
Quiet. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister.
Is it a real book? I think it might be. But it doesn't have an eye.
But
Maybe so it doesn't copyright.
it has to have an eye. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison.
Oh, it's different because this Marcus is a child sent off to concentration
And while
camp.
her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Didn't it now?
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Woofy-chan? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Yuri in a nutshell. What does it say?
It's the Mettaton fight, except instead of like... No,
What's-
it's the Met Dummy fight.
What does it say?
I don't need friends. I've got knives. And it's like the Met Dummy, except
Oh yeah!
the Met Dummy with freaking Yuri's head.
Oh yeah. Sorry guys, spoilers. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you're related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
Is it an actual...
I'm
It's an actual book.
rambling, aren't I?
It's on Reddit.
Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Oh yeah, that's totally me, man. I read a lot, man. I have a whole bookshelf of books that I've reread. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. I want to read that now.
Someone mimicked it, like...
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
Ooh.
This is reading in company with someone. What's that mean?
I want to read that book.
I see.
Arebos.
Well, just tell me if Arebos.
It's just like,
I just thought Yu-Gi-Oh! The Karibo.
No, it's about a sentient computer game of the same name that enlists its players to aid in murdering its developer's chief rival a couple of years after his own suicide. This game breaks the fourth wall in a similar fashion to DDLC, browsing users' files on their computers, though its intent is to glean intrigue on them for the purpose of blackmailing them into performing actions in a real physical world.
It's a book?
Yes.
What's it
What
look like?
really made me
Is it
think
that?
what's worth mentioning here is that Rebos, the book, as opposed to the game, cover is red. It features a large picture of an eye.
Is it the portrait of Markov?
No, the book is called Rebos.
But they have the eye from like the DDLC thing.
Yeah.
Even though it does tell you the name. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue.
People think it's a coincidence. I'm saving this.
Saving the book itself?
Saving this post.
Oh, okay. See if you can like download the book and then send it to me. Via Gmail. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a Stop! It's not a particularly bad thing. Turn the light on. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Okay, it's charged. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work right. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, nice picture, man. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, so on the right side of the book. Oh yeah, that looks nice because look, he holds the book. They hold each side of the book. I want to read that.
Wait, it's not in English.
Translate.
Google Translate.
That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Ah!
Her eye moved.
There's a book trailer on freaking YouTube.
Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry.
I'm gonna listen to it.
I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Wolfie-chan, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that.
Maybe I don't know if others.
Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Ow!
Monica came.
Okay, everyone. I was trying to do something like that. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Ah. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
So, is it alright? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. No bookmarks?
I'd have a bookmark. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My reluctation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration,
Darn it, I want to whisper.
since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Sayori.
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, who should I show my poem to first?
Yuri.
I'm gonna go with Natsuki because just to trigger her.
Yuri.
Okay. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Wait out loud? No, that would be a big spoiler. But I like.
Whiffy-chan, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you believe I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, we all start somewhere, right?
Yeah, Natsuki.
If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Dang.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you'd better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid.
Yeah,
Eagles
it
can
is.
fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about
That's
it.
a catchy saying.
Yeah,
People can try
actually, in a Lawrence-side VR chat, someone dressed up as Natsuki and then went to the front and said this whole poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. What? Just be honest. I am.
I'm not.
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? You don't like it?
I've seen better. But it's good.
Well,
It's not that bad.
because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
Yeah.
So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes,
Oh god.
exactly. I like
Oh god.
I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
You won't even recognize the music anymore.
Like in this
Listen to
poem.
this real quick here.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Can you wait till it's like, and then you can play it out loud. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did.
More haters.
I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I meant to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Take it away from her.
Okay, you can play it now. You can play it out loud now.
Oh, you won't recognize the music.
Spoilers, by the way, because there's going to be spoilers. It's Doki Doki gameplay.
It's different. It's super low.
This sounds horrible. But then again, I can
Fine.
only half hear it because of the music.
I'm gonna play the regular one.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Meh.
I can't even tell if they can hear me or not.
There's the original. People who played the game will recognize where this is from. An exception has occurred.
I think that's good now. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do Sayori next.
After hearing the music.
It's your turn.
This is a good poem, Muffy-chan! Do you like my music?
Shh. Listen. Talk.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Try talking to the mic, please. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why you impress me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you would write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the collab room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Wolfie-chan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people.
You sound like more like Monica would sound.
Shut up!
Switch the voices.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes. Just do it. You don't even have to look at her.
Tom, you're making it worse.
Oh, fine.
I
Okay.
hate narrating. This is why I don't narrate that much. That's something that only really good people do. There, I'll switch the darn voices if that makes you feel better.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
That'll be my way of... Wait.
That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. This is serious. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
My poem, right?
Yep. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
I want breakfast. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it?
Bittersweet.
It sounds just like you.
Darn it.
Of course.
She's bittersweet. Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll agree. I get all cranky.
True, for you. I barely...
Erica.
No, I barely eat breakfast anyway.
I eat breakfast. Last time you did when you snapped that toast out of my hand.
Floof.
I attacked you. Like,
What'd you eat? Eggs with it? Eggs and bacon? Wait, no.
There
Did she
was
say
eggs
eggs?
that
Did
day.
she say eggs and toast?
Yeah, there was actually a small little container of eggs. I did it one time. One time.
Okay.
But
Well,
you knocked the toast out of my hand. So
well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh.
Next time I won't forget. Never forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
About breakfast. Well, I guess I look forward to it.
It's gonna be about
It's
breakfast.
gonna be eggs and toast.
Maybe some waffles in there.
Like, shut up.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Sorry again.
Hi, Wolfie Chan. Having a good time so far?
Yeah, this sounds more like Monica. All creepy, like. Yeah.
What? You're calling my voice creepy?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Oh yeah, that is creepy. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Okay.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. I can relate to that.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
No. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Yeah, I'm forced to.
Yeah, Eric. Don't worry, Wolfie Chan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's sort of a barrier that we're all gonna learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Wolfie Chan. I was going ooh in my mind while reading it.
Right.
It's really metaphorical.
Is it really?
You like the words I picked out, Monica? I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations
Don't
low.
underestimate me, Monica.
Determination. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
I
Wait,
picked most of the words out now, so you better not be
you know what?
judgy.
I'm not putting determination. I'm going to have some pure perseverance, because that's actually my soul med.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. No, yeah, you know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism.
Symbolism.
Symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing viewer to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuisances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though.
I'm sure I know where we're near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing.
Be you.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's nothing like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
No.
Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yes, I am.
Right. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to use some... I have to sound confident.
What was that? You may not have heard it, but in the middle of the music, I heard... I had no idea what that was.
Monica's glitchiness. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. Sometimes I'm scared of going into a small show.
I see. Well, let's read it then! Hole in wall.
I like this.
It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Those are like your eyes. Already scorched with a permanent... I heard it again. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Oh, snap. So, what did you think?
It's very free form, if that's what you would call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Blush. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. Don't copy other people's pretty styles, Monica. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to... I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany? One second, I'm searching up this word. I may be smart, but I don't know too many words. Too many words! You can throw that away, along with the other one, please.
Stop leaving your dark words.
Shut up. I'll get thirsty, okay, man? The manifestation of a divine or supernatural being. I wonder why Monica would say that. Monica, you're talking. Na 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 Ollie, you can listen to music while she's waiting. Dang it, she's back. Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strong.
Oh, by the way, I searched up that word. It said, a manifestation of a divine or supernatural being. Mom texted you.
No, you.
Oh, me.
Bro.
Quiet. I forgot to mute it. I'll be right back, guys. I'll mute my mic.
And now you're able to talk.
Why?
Now play. I'll still commentate as the narrator. Unless you, no, you just switched to narrator. Stop. Frost is now playing as Woofy-chan. Woo, woo, woo. I'll be right back, Frost. I'm going to go get us some ice cream. Yes, the talk is everywhere.
As everyone?
So I'll get back. I'll be your announcer.
She just quit? Okay.
Get the talk.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on a paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your puddle in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You sure you don't want to be here for Yuri? Yeah. I'm on Yuri right now. It says ... She talks way too... She doesn't say that much. Ah!
Not like that.
I need you to come get ice cream. So, they're gonna... No more talking. Okay, guys, sorry. We were getting ice cream. It's actually pretty good ice cream. Wait. They've been recording for an hour, guys. Frost. I didn't say it. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. She likes it. Exceptional. Come on, you have to narrate.
What was that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Alright. He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. DeAndre simulator references in that.
Come on.
This is actually my first time, really. Because that's actually what they say when you compliment them.
Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that! Ashman, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She chases her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Chocolate.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert, because she is. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things.
You inspired me, Yuri. Good job.
I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback.
Nope, they didn't.
Natsuki
Maybe
can
Monica, but no one
Natsuki can be a little biased though.
I know, right?
Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? 1 second, I need a bite of my ice cream before I eat this. Yeah, that's it.
I like the raccoon poem.
Shut up. What raccoon?
No, wait, go further into it, you'll know. Sorry,
Ghost under the light.
but it's better than this one.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber below. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
No, you write better than me.
No, that's cursive. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Yeah.
That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Is the right one? Is the raccoon one longer?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Sayori's poem is better.
I'm-
The one that's coming up is way better, especially you know the one from
I'm
Rain Clouds.
really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yuki-chan. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Mine
well,
has spirits and everything.
I
in it.
suppose you did only glance over it, after all.
It has sprites.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. We usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture.
Ooh, you're really gonna like Yuri later.
In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too. So, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You know it's different each time.
You
if
think
choose
so?
a different person to go first. and
Yeah,
next.
of course.
You get different ending. You get different reactions.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Luffy-chan. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
Especially Yuri's.
Yeah.
Monica doesn't even make a poem. Oh, did she? Oh, yeah, she did. But you can't write her a poem.
This is
I
a
want
literature
to.
club, after all.
I want to write Monica.
Or sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting.
I wonder why.
My eyes land on Yuri and Asuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective
This is
poems.
gonna be good.
As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Asuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What disappointment.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Asuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Use it.
Cute! Cute!
Oh no, the baka.
Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up.
What?
How can that be cute? Because
I know
Yep.
other people can try, but that's about it.
People
but
can-
the animals, what the heck, man?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess.
Yeah, the animals.
I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say?
Oh snap!
Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions,
I would have asked someone who actually liked
Like
it.
Wolfie-chan.
Which people did, by the way.
That's my next line.
Suri liked it. And Wolfie-chan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me?
I like you.
I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring.
Oh my god.
Listen, which I haven't yet. And Wolfie-chan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Ooh, it's the dramatic music.
I know, I want to hear it now.
That's not what I... Here, guys, I want you to hear this dramatic music. I'll just turn it down. You guys should hear it too. It's funny. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Wolfie-chan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do really cutesy.
Now see, that's what I was talking about, the ooh. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I was the one who magically grew a size bigger as soon as Wolfie-chan started showing up.
Oh snap.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
It doesn't involve you! She's sweating.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was
Oh,
standing
snap.
there. Wolfie-chan!
It gets worse even further.
She's just trying to make me look bad.
Another moment when
That's
that
not true!
happens.
She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out.
I want figuring it out.
Help me explain that to her, Wolfie-chan. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language.
Yeah.
It's the only way to convey our complex feelings and meaning the most effectively.
Yeah.
Avoiding them is only unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Wolfie-chan?
Yeah, I do.
Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Help me, sweetheart.
So, of course, that's going to be Yuri. What? I clicked Yuri. Suki. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone else's opinion is different. I picked Yuri!
Go back.
That's not
I
what
hope
I-
you saved it to the point of the 2 options. You didn't, did you?
Nope. Yuri wouldn't help. He wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
You should have clicked Siguri.
I
That's what
understand.
I was telling you to do, because then something different happens. Now you're gonna get a different ending.
Oh, now it's saying Yuri. Yuri,
Help me!
you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far.
Yeah, Natsuki.
Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Haha.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki! I think that's enough. See, that voice perfects it. You both said some things that you didn't mean. You're apologists, don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure.
I end up even feeling bad for her.
Ice cream. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Break rocks.
So Yori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that.
It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
She doesn't do that if you pick her. See, different ending here. There we go. Natsuki!
Say it right.
Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Miri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed.
I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Wolfie-chan. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing.
That one thing that Natsuki said, about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? No, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Go make some tea.
Is it the whole, you know? Is that what she said while you were quiet? Raccoon story. Raccoon poem explains it.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah.
Okay, everyone.
1 second.
Wait, no, it's not weird. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
What's really?
Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
You came back. Wolfie-chan, what about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everything.
Awesome. Wait.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do that same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes.
Make one for theory.
With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I add to myself with newfound determination. No, I want perseverance, man.
Determination is frisk. Chara. Wolfie-chan! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Siri beams at me. It truly has been a while since they and I have spent this time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
Erica. I get you're hungry for your ice queen.
Say Yori. About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happen often.
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Wolfie-chan. It's not that I get to spend time spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too.
That's
Every day's gonna be so much fun.
looks like Siri still hadn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm into.
Yeah, she's stubborn whale lolly.
Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Siri. I pat Siri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Siri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Oh my god, that's so sad. Okay!
Yeah. Let's do this.
Make love for Sayori. For Sayori! For Sayori! No, Ranqua would have done it. Sadness. Sadness. This song.
Pin worked, huh? Alright.
Broken. Oh my god, Yuri. Melancholy, see if that works. Ah, darn it, Yuri.
Yuri win.
I told you to make Sayori one, but you ended up making Yuri a one again.
And the problem with that is,
She's a poor innocent cinnamon bun.
what do you mean by that?
Find out. Brain pause situation.
The day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Sayori! Oh yeah, these pecans. Even though it's summer, for some reason this ice cream makes me want to have a glass of milk.
Does it for me? Makes me want to have more ice cream.
Come on.
No, we're done. It's really more than an hour long.
Come on, you might as well finish it then. Come on.
The game? No, part two. 2 parts at least.
Fine. Guys, we're wrapping this up. Bye. Hope you enjoyed. And, yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, Frost is bye. Well, this is going to be Frost's video. So, bye.